Here we are at the game station. This is kind of where it started for me. This was the next thing I got, Galaga. This is the game I probably played the most when I was a kid, or at least the one I remembered the most. It was always everywhere. There was always a Galaga at every different arcade I was ever at. So this is game room number, I don't know, 2. This is actually my living room. I got the TV there. You know, fairly normal looking living room. Got a bookcase, we got TV, but then you get over here and you got like 3 pinball machines. I got a No Fear that's wrapped up in the corner. In my house I got 2 bedrooms. One's normal, actually has a bed in it, and you know, a typical bedroom. The other one is this one, which I have. We got a Spider-Man Black, we got a World Cup Soccer, T3, and F-14 Tomcat. So here we are at game room number 3. Kind of dark in here, so probably won't come out too good, but lots of parts. And here are the other games. So if you're counting, that's 8 at my house, and now 6 here. Okay, here we are in game room number 4, which this is actually my parents' basement, and another home for some of my games. So I have games in my house, games in storage, and games here. We have a Flash. I don't have the back lesson right now. Firepower. And my first game that I ever bought. Almost 10 years ago now. Black Knight. And finally, game room number 5. Which really isn't a game room. Again, in my parents' house. This is the living room. So I'm not the only one with games in my living room. Okay, charting my progress. Game station is still here. But if you look around, games are packed up. That's the Galaga. And then there's 8 games there. I'm going to make a quick run today to bring some of this loose stuff over. A lot of parts and stuff I had. And here's game room number 1, which is no longer a game room. See, the living room chair, I don't have room for in the living room right now. But this will all be cleared out soon. Took me about 9 or 10 hours to get the 4 games in here out into the living room by myself. Because I had to take the door off. And the Galaga was right here. And the fun part is you got to come around here, this wonderful turn, and get it through here. Plus it wouldn't have taken as long if I didn't wrap them all up in blankets, so that was a good amount of time. And here they all are. All 15 of them. Honestly, didn't realize I had this many games. They're all on pallets just in case. Though it's never flood here, but big pile of crap. Well, look, we still got room. Put more boxes in here. Actually, could probably fit one more game if I had to. Here's game room number 2. Not much of a game room anymore. Still got the game station for now. But everything else is gone. If we go into game room number 1, and now it looks like a normal bedroom. Except for some boxes, but all the games are gone. The devil welcomes you to level 0. And hopefully this will be the last night that this basement will be devoid of pinball machines. Got the game station here. Got each one labeled with its legs ready and so we're ready to rock. The show on the road.
That's nice, you got a vent down here, that's good.
Back at the arcade.
You got a couple vents down here.
Stage 1 complete. Getting games down to basement.
This is stage 2.
This is stage 2, setting up games in basement. Oh yeah. This is what we got set up on the first day. After about, 7 hours it took to get all the games in the basement. After 5 hours, I got 7 games set up. I mean, they're set up, but they're not leveled or just made sure they booted. Actually, the first game we turned on wouldn't boot, the Star Trek. I had to reseat all the connectors and then it came up fine. I'm putting the latest code on Star Trek over here. Probably gonna do these tomorrow. And then the ones over here, in the end they'll get done at another time. Maybe next weekend or something. That's the status update. Back to the arcade. See, now they are now set up, at least on their legs. Still lots of work to be done. I mean, some of them aren't really connected. The demo man needs the CPU board put in and the speaker panel put in. So how long does it take to move over 20 games? Well, it took 6 hours to get them from the storage unit back here. And then about 10 hours total over the course of 2 days to actually get them all on their legs. A 2.5-year odyssey is coming to an end finally. I have a game room update. Hopefully Crow and Tom Servo will approve. Finally in the new house. Got everything set up. The basement game room. Before you go into the basement, got the, I guess you would say, trophy case, or trophy shelves, or souvenir shelves. So, here we go. So a 2.5-year odyssey has finally come to an end, as everything is actually set up. First time all the games have actually been in one place and on. There's room for more on this end. So that's the new game room. Game number 1, got it 11 years ago. Still have it, and it gets the first spot.